Here the cats, there's little Twixie. Dee's just disappeared. Oh, there she is. And Twixie's saying it's breakfast time, aren't you? Come on, should we go look how much food you have? There we go, Twixie's happy now. She's got a pouch of food. There's Dee. Hey, if I move I'm going to move away now, so you're safe to go have some food before Twix eats it all. It's very quiet this morning, says Hoitsy Poitsy. Hello. Then his little friend. What have you done with Jubbers? There's Jubbers. Then we have Nero. And then we have little Smurfy in there. And I don't know where any of the free raners are. So it's very nice and peaceful. Probably not very good on video, but there's 3 deer over there across the footpath. The noise in the background, pan round, can't actually see them. They're moving now. See Mel. Actually, sheepies. There's Visor. There's Zen. Hey, what do you think? Nero's just on his morning walks. He's just about to come off. Getting the turnout. It's always a fun game trying to slow down the walker. To get to stop at the right partition. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Hello, Trouble. Hello. No, he's in the turnout. Tucking some hay. I'll bring you another net, little man, as you're getting a bit low. Very nice and peaceful and calm. There's little Jubbers. He's got a hay ball. Like he's having a nice snooze. Is that good? And then we still have Smurfy stood by the gate, as I think he's missing his big wanderer friends. Hey, even though they're not always nice to you, you do quite like to have other wanderers. He did want to go in the Hoyts, but I've not let him in because just in case Hoyts wasn't very nice to him. But don't worry, we're about to bring up the 3 wanderers back up here. Nero's quite happy in by himself this morning because he gets all the hay to yourself, don't you, Trouble? Hey. You're not really Trouble, I just call you Trouble. I often nickname them, call them it once, and it sticks. So that's his nickname. You've come down to retrieve the wanderers. There's Momo. There's Floppy Doo. Hey? You had a nice morning. Hey? Do you want to come back up though? You might be a bit tired now. Then we have Spesh, Nika, quite a few down here. And then Skinny, Ren, Annie at the back. Who am I missing? Peppa Pig at the back, down the middle, then you're at the front. Anniekin! Annie! No, you're not listening. Walking back up the hill now, so there's Schmout and Dowdle. We have an Anniekin, and Hiddy's in front. But it's a plod up the hill kind of morning after your little adventure earlier on, isn't it, Dow? Yes. Annie keeps your side of the road. Don't barge into your wife and me. Now you can come back up and you have breakfast. Now we're back up at the yard. It's time for breakfast. So that's Dowdle with hers. I'm sorry, Smurf, but you've already had yours. I don't think anyone's going to share with you, so I won't bother coming over. No. Dowdle with hers. And then you've had yours as well. Then Annie with hers. Then Fluffy do with his. You now have a polar bear again. Smurfy's turned into a polar bear again, taking his rug off. Hey, you're a clean polar bear today, aren't you? What are you doing, Twixie? Are you having a bit of a sunbathe, sweetheart? Hey? Are you trying to catch something? I don't quite know what she's doing. Have you spotted something? No, I think it's having a nice sunbathe. Hey. Smurfy keeps wandering down to the barriers. I think he's double plotting now, trying to figure out how to get into the feed room, but also how to get out down there, aren't you? But I already told you, you're not being a builder inspector, because you don't have a hard hat or high vis or clipboard or metal toe cap boots, you know? You don't have your safety equipment, little man. So I'd go just snack somewhere else while you're plotting. They're all very snoozy this morning. Sunny and Hidda are in here having a bit of a snooze. And there's Dowdle. Hey? Dowdle, I think you've just knocked over Hoyt's water, haven't you? So you and Hoyt might be in a bit of a water war now. As Dowdle only likes to drink out of Turnout waters. So, I think, yes, you can see water's spilt down because she's trying to pour Hoyt's water out. And obviously she spilt it in the process. So we might be filling your water up a few times today, eh, Hoyts? So I'm just up the top. You can see there's little Nero. Hello, little man. Different angle. Okay. Got Schmel, Hidda and Annie. Hoyts and Jubs in the round pen. I'm just going to try and see if I can get these gates down, which have stood here for some time. Because they were once Annie protection. So they used to stand up here. But we don't need Annie protection anymore. So we'll see how this goes. Don't quite know what they're doing over there. Little man, Neil did rebuild that bit of wall at one point because guess who was mountain rock climbing? Eh? Can we not? I'm about to start to bring the metal down in a minute, so I'll give you a hay ball. Will that entertain you? Eh? No. Oh, there might be a bit of a weed on there, but they're all rocks and pebbles. It's not good for you if you eat rocks and pebbles, eh? I know it's a bit confusing that I'm up here, eh? So, I've managed to pull them out of the ground, and because they're really old and rusty, some bits just snap off because they're so rusty. So, got my first bit, but Annie, Hidda and Dou, I don't know what they're doing today. They've come up here, they can't get in. Annie's eyeing up the bonfire area as there is grass in there. Oh, I think because in that ton bag over there, that's our grit for when it freezes. We have to grit the yard. I think she's eating grit. That's what Annie's doing. Annie, don't eat the grit. Yes, you. What we doing, Annie? eh? So, this is what I was trying to show you. That ton bag is grit. And that's what Anniekin was eating. Eh? We have a salt lick. You have a salt lick in the big box, don't you? Oh, where are you going? Okay, just shove me out of the way then. Annie? Annie, sweetheart? What are you doing? Anniekin. Someone's behind me. Really? Okay. What are you three like today, hey? I know, Hidda. That's Smurfy calling. But yes. But I did say that I thought she was eyeing up the bonfire. And obviously she was. Are you very happy with yourself? Are you feeling very proud of yourself, eh? How about you, Dou? Are you? Eh? What do you think? Eh? Do you just feel like being trouble today? Because this bit you're not meant to be in. But you don't care, do you? No. There's a little bit of the green stuff, so... There's Hidda. I think Hidda's half wondering how they did it. Hopefully he won't try and do it, but they go past all where the wood is. They go like that. But Hidda, let's not. No. You're a sensible boy. You won't do that. But pan round. There's the Smurfy. Eh? I know, Smurf. What are they doing? Found another orange barrier, so take that up and get Annie out and then block it. Dou's brought herself out. Good girl, Dou. You're not meant to be in there. So Annie's still in the bonfire area. And I don't think she's going to come out willingly. So I've got her head collar. So we will get her out. And then I will use my barrier and hopefully block her. There we go. She's going quite willingly. And she's very good. She knows where she's putting her feet. So she's quite safe. And she, yes, that's going to block you. Because she does like to go stand by all the tractor equipment over there. But she knows exactly where her feet are and where the equipment is. Don't you? Right, Anniekins. Can we move a bit more so we can get the barrier in place? Come on, sweetheart. I know, you won't be very happy with me, will you? No. Annie has wandered off now, but she's peed there because I think that's her protest that I made her get out the bonfire area. So she's not very happy with me. We really are just looking for trouble today, aren't we? Who is the ringleader? Is it you, Annie? Or is it you, Schmaddle-Dowdle? Do not go past me. But I thought I did a quite good job makeshifting the, you know, do not walk past barrier. I thought I did quite a good job, but Annie and Dou have proven me wrong, as we've knocked over them. The cones, you've knocked over one. You were just eyeing up the others. No going past. Right, better figure out a bit more of a solution. I think I'm going to have to add another bit of wire, as things you can push over are not working. Gillies. Annie, why? What has made you come out the hay hole? Is this what happens when you come out the hay hole? You look for trouble now, is it? And obviously your wifey will just sort of follow you, because Dowdle is a follower, not a leader. Or she could be secretly a leader. And then, you know, once they get caught, you know, Dou goes, no, I was not the leader. I'm just here. They're still here, but I have made a bit more of a makeshift bodge fix. I just put a lower strand across, as I thought this is what we sort of did in the feed room. We had a higher bungee and a lower bungee. That stopped Smurfy, so that was my thinking, was If we have 2, hopefully it will stop these 2. Well, possibly 3 if it tries it again. But Annie, are you back off to the hay hole? Little man, are you enjoying your bits of grass? Another angle of Nero rock climbing, so that's what he does. But he knows where he puts his feet. You are sensible with it, aren't you? There we go, the gates are now by the skip. So you can see they were up there, now they're not, and it looks much tidier there now. Nero stopped rock climbing. Oh, Smurfy. The gates are now here by the skip, so either tomorrow can cut them up before they go in the skip, or Michael could always take them to get weighed in. Whatever's going to happen with them, they're here for now. But they are old and rusty, so you know, some bits just fell apart and you were trying to take them, so it was easier than I thought it was going to be. But we had WD-40, which that always helps. Here's little Chubs, big man, little Smurfy. We have so much cardboard, we're about to have a bonfire now. We have a truckload, we also have a barrow load. We have so much cardboard, so it's going to be a good bonfire. It's starting to burn.
After many false starts.
Yeah, it took a while, but Kate managed to get it started. It's going well now.
It's getting quite aggressive.
I know, but that happened when Lisa had a bonfire, so it's okay.
Right, yeah.
It happened to her, so it's fine.
Right.
We know what we're doing.
We totally do. We definitely
We
do.
totally do. I know, all the cardboard is now ash. And where have you been? He's now got his muddy socks again. He's been down the footpath. Just saying how clean you were earlier. And now, I mean, the rest of you's clean, is it? Yes, the rest of you's clean. It's just your muddy... No. Look at that little dirty nose and beard. Hey, he's the only one who's allowed to have a beard. He's had, you know, it's took years to grow and perfect it, hasn't it, little man? So you're the only one who's allowed a beard. Now, just in Stable Stacey yard, I'm just going to try and straighten up the mats. Weeds are starting to grow, so that might be tomorrow job, doing a bit of weeding. So all the weeds are starting to grow again. So I've done a little bit of weeding just in this patch, and it's really hard to get them out because like they grow in amongst all the cracks of the rocks. So it's very difficult. I think it looks ever so slightly better than it did. We have tried to straighten the mats a little bit. They look a bit better. And we've also been doing some gardening. We've been doing some weeding. There's the evidence that we have actually weeded. Yeah, so some of the grass has gone out of that wall. And then it looks a bit better at the doorways. And there's still some weeds because they just grow right in amongst the rocks and they're like impossible to fully get out. But we can always have another go another day. But for now, it looks a bit better than it did a little while ago. There's the cat, little Twix and Dee. And then Hoits and Jubs and the round pen, schmoudle dowdle. And he's having a sleep and a break from the hay hole. So Prince is in there at the minute. They've made a bit of a mess, but Hidda is enjoying himself, aren't you? So we're just munching away, making a mess, but at least he's starting to clear up after himself, aren't you? Yes. Hey Twix, do you want to say hello? Hey Twixie. Hey? You're a pretty girl, aren't you? There's a little special child. So we've just come down to put everyone's jumpers on. So it's meant to be going down to 0 or possibly freezing. So Spesh, she's got hers back on already. Skinny Innie wanted to keep her rug on today. And then we've got Mabel, Peppa Pig, who's found a little bit of mud. Not too bad. And then Micah, Yo, Nika, then Auntie Ren. That's everyone all rugged up. Now it's time to go do the boys. Hey Spesh. Hello Ren. Now it's the boys' turn. Now all come over. You good boys. There's Weirdo, Uber, Angel Eyes, Hannes, and Iceman's more interested in the treat balls. Okay, we're getting there. Weirdo's all rugged up. Iceman's just having his hoodie back on. Hannes is all sorted. So all ready for tonight, aren't you? Everyone's now eating their tea. Annie's got hers, Hidda's got his. There's Smurf, you finished? There's Hoyts, Nero. Oh, sorry, I was down next to it. Have you finished yours already? Eh?
In the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears. Thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day. You make my world so bright, oh so bright. The world can be a crazy place.